Okay, so here I'm back, and hi everyone. I guess I should start off with hello everyone. Thank you for joining me on Joy's Happy Hobbies. This is the second video that I'm making. The first one was letting everybody know that I'm making scented putty now. This is the second part where I'm going to show you how I load my pen with the putty and how I get the best results out of it. So here's a sample of one of my putties. Okay, that's a sample. You can see I've already done it. I've already used this, showing that I've tested it already. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so this is how I do it. First of all, this is a new tip, and I already see a little splinter on it. So if that happens, or if you ever get a splinter on it, just use one of these little nail files to file it down. And also, when I change my putty, after using it for a while, you know how it gets the ridges in the side here on plastic ones. I have not used the metal ones, but on plastic ones it gets the ridges right here. And to save your plastic ones, you just give it a rough little tumble with the file, and it'll take those ridges out and it'll be like new, because you really want your tip, or your plastic tip, to be nice and smooth when you stick it in the putty. Okay, so I'm going to do that for you right now. I'm going to just stick it right there, and I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to wiggle it around to get it nice and stuck in there, and then I'm going to pull it out, and there you go. It's in there. See it's in there? Okay, so now it looks kind of rough in there, doesn't it? Yeah, when I get it kind of rough. So what I do, okay, so now I'm going to press it down into the tip, really get it in there good. And then I'm going to take a fingernail, or you can take a file, or something smooth and that it putty won't stick to. But I'm going to take my fingernail, and I'm just going to lightly, or press firmly if you want, and get the little extra piece off. Okay, so that will flatten it out. And then I take oh, can't see there, take some paper, release paper, and or any smooth paper, and just kind of rock it back and forth there. Okay, all right. So now you see it in there, and it's nice and flat and smooth. Now when you first start with a new putty, probably what's going to happen is when you first start, put the drills down, the impression of the drills here will probably push out a little bit more putty. So you might want to, after a couple of lays down, just pat it back down again, or if you have to, skim it with your finger again. So here's the tip, and I do the same thing with the tip. Well, kind of the same thing with the tip. So I'm going to push it in there and just wiggle it around, and there it is. Okay. This one's French vanilla. It smells good. So then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to press it on the paper. Press it there. And then I'm going to take, what I didn't get? Hold on just a minute. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I got a pair of sharp, tweezers that you get with every square kit just about, and I keep the cap on it, and you can keep the cap on it. Regular scissors or tweezers that you get with the square kits. Keep the cap on, and then I'm going to, let's see, I'm on the camera, then I'm going to, well, this one's not the right cap for that. Okay, Hold on, let me pause this a sec. I'll be right. Okay, I got a better one here. All right, so on the tip, you're going to take, or anything you have that's small enough round, and I'm going to push in there. Instead of sampling it on a drill, I go ahead and just push that down with that. And I don't want to get it stuck on my drills. I don't want to waste any drills. And then I just take it and I twist with my finger that overflow. It goes in my trash. And then I push it down. And again, when you first start, you might have to do this a couple of times, because every time you press it in at the beginning, you're probably going to get a little overflow from the drill. But once it gets set, it should be okay. All right, so that's how you fill the tip and make sure it's nice and flat and smooth. And if you don't use a brand new plastic tip, if you're using plastic tips, make sure you file this part down, the sides here, just a little bit to get the little ruffles off the tip there. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn this light on. All right, and I got my square here to, maybe I shouldn't use the whole, I'll just use one there. Now you'll probably be able to see it a little better. Okay, and I'm going to do this little section right in here, right in here. But what I want to do, I should do first, is show you the ABs. Okay, so I'm going to, this is my paint, this is a yucky old painting. I'm going to go, this is where I've been testing my ABs with. So, I don't know, it's not working out as convenient as I thought it would when I first was trying to go over and make a script. Anyway, I'm using 3865s on this, and I got my little tray, and yes, I got the little washi tape syndrome thing going on there, as you can see how it works. But I have something new that I got that I'll be showing later to work with. I got a new tray, but I'll show that on another video. Anyway, so I'm going to, now I already put this one together before we got on camera here. All right, so I'm going to, can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, I'll move it over here. So I've already, yeah, I got to put a piece of plastic down here. Boy, I am so unprepared. Okay, so I got my 4. I use a separate pen. In fact, this one is, both the pens I'm going to be using today are from Lathe Customs and Design. Stacy Travis. And this is what I use for my ABs, because I don't want to get the AB shine on my regular pen while I'm using it. So this one I strictly use, and then I have one of those cone type tips on it that are good for ABs, because the hole's not that big and it just gives you a tiny bit of putty to work with, so it doesn't scratch off the whole shine of the. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to have to do this again because I've been shaking my pen around and I got drills all over the place. So let me just take those off and do this again. All right, so I'm going to grab these. So I got, okay, let's look. It's just not, live camera, or let's try this again. All right, so here we go. All right, I got 4 on there. See the 4? I don't know if you can see. Anyway, so here I go. I'm going to place it here just to show you how it works. Can you see? Voila, it doesn't stick. It doesn't even string. Here, let me get some more on here. Okay, I got 3 more here. 3 more. And we're going to put them right there. There we go. So you've seen it with your own eyes. Doesn't string, doesn't stick. And you're going to treat, you know, if you have the separate one, you're going to treat your plastic tip or melt it the same way as you do when you use your regular pen, if you're going to use 2 different pens like me. So, and then I've even tried them with the round drills here. As you can see, the round drills right there. I've even tried it, the same putty on the round ones, and they go on just the same. And if you want to see that, I can show you a little sample of that. Put these back. And put these back in their little bottle. And I'll put some round ones on. So even though I'm using this particular putty, all my putty works the same, because like I said, I test it first on the ABs to make sure that it's not sticking on it. So every batch I do a test sample. So let me do the rounds here. Okay, so let me, oh, I'm going to stick on the paper there. Let me get these on there. Okay, so I got 4. You got 4. And I'm going to put 4 here. And it works the same way on the rounds. I don't know if you can see that good enough, but I'll do one more. Okay, so I got 4 on there. I love multi-placing. And I'm going to put those there. And see, voila. They just go right on. They don't fall off the tip. And then after you use them, you know, I just make sure that, you know, I'm smoothing it down every now and then. Don't do it all the time, but okay, so there's the practice one on the ABs. So you see these, they're shiny ABs. Take the paper off there. See, they're shiny ABs. So no problem. And like I said, I assure myself or assure you that they're going to be tested on the ABs so that you'll know that they don't stick to them. Because that's the biggest problem with putty is that I've had anyway, is that everything just makes it ABs. Yeah, and like the new thing now is to dip your tip on a wet paper towel or something, you know, to keep them from sticking. Oh, I didn't show you how the other tip, these round tips, if you didn't know that already, these round tips, these plastic cone-shaped ones, they're made especially for ABs because they have this tiny little tip, so it doesn't cover the whole drill and it doesn't scratch the shiny off, and you use it the same way. Use it the same way. There it is on there, and there it goes. It's on. See? It's on. I'll do another one. See? And it sticks on there. It doesn't stick on there doesn't cover the whole drill, but there you go. And it's on there. So there's my experiment for you, so you know that I'm telling the truth about the ABs and my putty. So now we're going to do some, here, I'll make this a little brighter. There we go. All right. So I don't know if you were able to see the ABs that good on that painting. So I got my tip filled, and I got this filled, the multi-placer. So now I'm going to use, okay, I'm using this new tray from, I got a sticker here, from Yellow Dog Designs. See that? Yellow Dog Designs. They've made a ridge in their tray right here, as if it had washi tape. So no more need for washi tape, and I was finding that once my washi tape was getting old in the trays, they started getting gluey and the drills started going under them. And see, it works just like the washi tape. Drills come out straight. Yeah, I'm going to do a whole video on this tray soon. Okay, so here we go. I don't know where to get this so that you guys can see. Okay, so I got another color in there by mistake, up a little volunteer. Okay, so here it is on my tip. It's not coming off until I put it on there. Okay, and I'm going to do that again. Now me with squares, this is a square painting. I'm always adjusting the squares, no matter what. That's just how I do it. So we'll do this again. And it's all going on there nice. Now, after you've done a few of them, some of this putty will stick out, and I just do this with my fingernail. I just run it across. Can you see that? I just run it across here. Make sure it's in the corners good, and just press it down. Now, if something gets on the edge, and it makes, you know, you can just go like this and file off that edge of putty. Like so. Yeah. Okay. So that keeps it from getting any residue. So you just have to play with it. Make sure that you got the sides clean here. All right. And then we go again. I'm going to do another one here. Whoops. That one I laid down too soon. Oh, gee. You know, that's the problem with... I'm not perfect, and I'm not perfect on camera, that's for sure. Not perfect. There we go. And I dropped one there. And yes, they do fall off. I wanted to, I'm going to pause for a second again. I'll be right back. Okay. That was a quick little pause. You didn't even know I did it, did you? Alright, so I'm going to see if I can get some residue on this painting for you so you can see. This thing is really crooked, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see. It's almost like I can't do it. I can't get it on there. Anyway, so if you do get it on there, I use these. I use eyebrow tweezers, and it has the flat angled end on them. I don't know if you can see that. They're flat and angled. Anyway, so what I do, they're flat, and you just go like that and you pick off the glue. If I keep doing this, maybe we'll get some real residue. But anyway, and then if it leaves just a little spot there, your drill's going to cover it anyway, so you don't have to be perfect with getting it up. But anyway, that's how I pick up the putty from the canvas. All right, let's see if I can get another one on here. Okay, let's do this one. That goes in there, and then I'm constantly always adjusting. Always. I'm trying to have a nice cheerful voice for this tutorial, but I get so serious when I'm trying to show someone how to do something. And then I could just go on like this. I'm a very much of a straightener on squares. That's just the way I am. It doesn't bother me. I just am weird that way. Okay, I'm only going to use 3 here. And that goes in there. Alright, so I guess I've showed you. There's a 4 one. I like multi-placing. That's why I look for all the multi-place. And then on the tip works the same way. Here you go. And you even get that snap for a while. And I'll show you how I work the tip. See, it goes on there just perfect. All right. Smells good too. So then when I want to make the, oh, here's my pointy ones. When I want to make, if the tip runs out of sticky and like when you pick a drill up, now see there's some extra putty that's come out, and I just rub that off with my finger. If you want to make if it seems like it's dropping the drills when you're picking it up, then you just take your pointy tweezers and you lift it up a little bit like that, and then you stick it back in and just kind of pat it down, push your finger on it, and it's good to go. There you go. And any edges that curl over, you just pin through, and then you start working again. There you go. You can hear that snap too. So I have to say, I'm pretty proud of my putty. I wanted to get it exactly, well, there's your sample. I wanted to get it exactly how I wanted it. I managed, it works for me. I'm happy with it. So, like I said, they're sample, I have samples going out for the next couple of weeks. Take these magnifying glasses off. I have samples going out the next couple of weeks. No, I still got that little froggy. What was I going to say? And I'll have the Facebook group in the box underneath the video, in the description box. I always forget that name. So I'm going to end it here, and I'll probably make another video talking about that in a little bit. And I think that's it. Okay? So thank you for watching, and I hope this has really helped you. Take care of your putty, and it'll work for you. And like I said, if you do that and keep your putty smooth on that multi-placer and that tip, like I've used this other pen for 3 days now, and I'm still not done with it. So, and the only time I don't go as far as that putty will go is because I want to change scents. So I take it out. So I really can't tell you, how many days it's worth, but I still think 3 days is quite a while. It's, instead of having to change the putty or the wax, every half hour or whatever. Don't you think so? I do. So I hope this endeavor of mine goes well, and I hope you like my putty. I hope you PM me for a sample, and this is what the samples will look like. Well, not all chewed up like this, but this is the size of the sample, so it's pretty good size. It'll give you enough use to know how you like it. Oh, I didn't tell you that this Valentine pin is from Lathe Customs and Designs also. She made this for me last year. Can you see? Yeah. Everything looks kind of dark because it's over the paper, but then she even puts the jewels in there. But you can see the hearts there. Anyway, she's probably the only one I order pins from. I've given her a toot on here. So we'll talk to you on the next time around, and feel free to, ask questions, in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want any samples. I prefer it if you would PM me, because sometimes I don't get back to the YouTubes for a couple of days. I guess that's all I should say. It's hard for me to do a talking thing on here because I have a hard time saying goodbye. So I'm going to say goodbye to you all. Bye. Thanks for watching. And and don't forget to subscribe and like and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I put a new video out. Okay, that's it, guys. Bye. Thank you.